Good afternoon. I shall wait a few moments to start coming on. I'm just reading here. Oh, hi there. Hello, I see your name. Right, yeah, so I'm just sort of reading the band that's up at the moment. Well, good. No one's here just yet, so I just sort of start to get myself prepared to do the intuitive readings for you this afternoon. And once you start coming on, I'm a couple of minutes early. Let me know you're there. You can just literally, one person's there already. Hi there. So you start coming on, just come online. Let me know where you are, who you are, how you're doing. Oh, Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany Starr. Welcome. And Julia Carpenter and Cody James. Well, welcome to you, lovely people. Good afternoon. And hi, Lewis Crested. How are you? Nice to see people start coming on. So I'll see a few names coming up now. I'd like to say thank you to Veronica Jenkins for the online mediums here, FindMeAMedium. And this afternoon, for the next hour, I shall be with you doing intuitive and also animal communication readings. And when I work with the Animal Kingdom, I actually work with them either in the physical body, so here, still here, or if they've also crossed over. When I work with animals, if possible, could you please put the name of your animal in the chat box? What species it possibly is, dog, cat, horse, fish, and also their name and whether they're in spirit or in the physical body. Then I can sort of tap into them quite quickly and give you a reading for you. So I see a few questions start coming up now, and I'm going to start putting a few cards for you. And hi there, Tracy. Love to have you back here. And Stacey Shaw, love to see you back. So some of your names are becoming familiar to me, so it's nice to sort of see you. You're becoming quite loyal base, which is lovely to have you back and welcome and to see you. And if I've not met you before, so I know Tracy's from Scotland here, so I remember that, and different parts of the world people coming from. So I know that someone has in Wales. So let me know where you're from, because it's nice to know where we all connect from. And I'm going to first person. Hi though, thank you, Tracy. I have had my hair done today, I have to say. Doesn't always when I do my hair, so hopefully it don't rain and it stay like it for a couple of days, because I've got naturally quite curly hair, so when it gets wet it does something. Right, so I'm going to actually pull a card here for Lewis Crested, and she's asking me if there is a move on the cards soon for her. So good afternoon, Christine, to you. Welcome back. So I'm going to put a card here for Lewis Crested, and we're going to see, focus on, what is the tarot for you, Lewis, this afternoon, and we'll see if the move is on the cards for you. Now, if you have a specific question, please put it in the chat box, and I can actually answer your question then. If it's a direct question, it may be about your home life, it may be a career, maybe your spiritual path, soul questions, anything really you want to share, if you feel comfortable to share within the chat here, put it in there, and I will hopefully get through as many people as possible here, and then we can see where it goes. Right, so Lewis Crested, will you be moving soon? Right, now what I feel here, I pulled a card for you here, and I would say to you, what I feel here is I pull this card here for you. I actually want to say to you, I don't want to be saying you're not going to move full stop, but I feel it's not on the cards imminently. I want to say to you, okay, there feels, I want to say to you, I'm looking more towards you moving next year as opposed to this year. I know now we are already into August, so a few more months to go before we get into the sort of the autumn and winter comes around here. But I'm looking here, there feels what I'm looking at regarding the move. There's a criteria, as in the what is right for you when you move to your new home, wanting things to be the right location, the right sort of place you're moving to. And I feel here, I don't know if you're looking to have a newer type of building, a newer place, but I'm being shown more of a newer building than I'm seeing an old style space for you. I do feel here that I do feel you can be moving next year, but also I feel, I want to say to you, you need to be a little bit more again proactive, looking a bit more. There feels, I want to say to you, some aspect around what I'm picking up on, and I say, when I say it's mental blockages, I mean like you're mentally, there's lots of reasons it's making it more challenging. So that's when I sort of see the mental aspect. It's the mental aspects of this got to be right, that's got to be right locations, which I feel it's better for you to wait until the right space comes up as well. That feels very important, I want to say to you, because I know, again, here you have animals, and they feel obviously to come with you. So this is why I feel it's a move here. You need to calculate it, work it out, think it through. And I don't want to say be patient, because I do feel it will happen, but I'm feeling more, this could be March of next year before it actually starts to take place for you. So I know it sounds a long way away, but months go by so quick. As my nan used to say, as soon as a month is in, the month is out. So I would say to you, maybe make a bit of a list of what the items that you really need to have when you do move forward, because that's where I feel it's important to have the right place, the right location, the right space around you for yourself. I also don't want to be moving you too far away from what you're familiar with. That also feels quite important, like friends-wise, connection-wise, that you sort of stay fairly closest to where you are, I want to say to you. So again, it's there, it's on the move is there for you, but I feel it's more like next year for you, the early part next year. So I hope, don't give up faith, keep looking, keep putting that intention out there, manifest what you're actually looking for, because I feel it's more about the right location, the right area, everything, downstairs, one level, all those aspects that feel appropriate for you. And I also want to say to you, it was important that where you go to, it feels newer, because I don't want to be have to do a lot of work when I get in there. So keep looking, it's there for you, but I'm looking more towards a newer build for you. So I hope that helps you. So hi, Suzanne Williamson. So welcome to you this afternoon. And also another lady here is asking about moving. So lots of people on the move at the moment. So let's just see here. Oh, hi, Anki. How are you? Love to have you here on board. So see some familiar names popping up. So that's great. So I'm going to come here to Marissa, who also is asking about, Marissa Reed, also asking about moving. So just see here. It's funny because, this for you, I've pulled out the Ace of Rods, which is about new beginnings. I want to say to you, Ace is always coming here as new beginnings. So I want to say, if you're here with moving for you, I feel obviously when we move, there's always challenges that come around us when we're going to move home. Be it we've got to find the right space, we've got to pack up all our stuff, all our belongings, like new locations here. And I'm feeling here, like with you, Marissa, I feel like what I feel with you is you're looking probably to go somewhere a little bit further afield than you already are located, where you already live. So I feel again it's about location feels important for you. Now I do feel here, I very much feel like with regards to you feel, even if you're not found somewhere yet, you feel ready to move. So I feel with you actually do feel you're in the right space to go. I want to move. I want to get things moving quite quickly. And I'm being very well to say to you here, I know we are now into the month of August, but I feel September feels quite a moving forward month for you, I want to say to you, Marissa, okay? So I do feel here, I don't see any reason why you can't start the process literally. It's also I want to say, make that decision, make that choice. Just literally, I'm going to see it, believe it, know it. You're going to be moving because the time feels right. I want to say to you, synchronicity feels right. I just want to say to you, I know I feel a bit further than where you are now, a bit beyond what you're looking for. And I feel here a move for you will be good. So I feel like a move actually a good thing for you to be moving, I want to say to you, okay? So just be a little bit, just be more direct, I want to say. So more direct what you're looking for. I'm saying to you, September feels, I want to say, Marissa, a good time for you regarding this aspect of moving. More towards the latter part of September. And again, here, if you look at the cards here, it's looking more towards the autumn part of the year. So it could be there just as you're bordering into October. But that's where I feel the move comes in around for you. So I hope, Marissa, that helps you. So as I am here this afternoon, for those of you that are new coming on and not seen me work before, I do intuitive readings. I also do mediumship, and I also do animal communication. So if you would like me to chat with your dog or your cat, please, you can put your animal's name in there, and I will actually sort of tap in with your animal as well. If it's an animal, it'd be nice to have their animal's name, the species, and whether or not they're in the spirit world or they are still in the physical body. So I'm going to come here to Stacey. Let's see here for Stacey Siri. That's a nice name, Stacey. So Stacey, and let's see here. What is your anything coming for you that you need to be aware of? Okay, so that's a relevant question. If you need to be my name, my grandma used to have many sayings about different topics, and the older I get, I seem to be using more of her sayings and topics that she used to speak about. And one of hers was forewarned is forearmed. So it's a good question, literally. Anything you need to be aware of. So let me see, I'll pull a few cards for you, Stacey, and what do you need to be aware of right now? Right, now, I saw this nice card here, I've got a few, which is the Eight of Pentacles. Now, when I pull a pentacle card here, this is about practical aspects in your life. I want to say to you, it's also about money, wealth. So wealth and abundance, I want to say to you. So what do you need to actually be aware of regarding this card? Now, I know right now for a lot of people, finances are a bit jarred with everything's been more and more expensive in this aspect, I want to say to you. But I feel here with you, you feel very good, I want to say to you. Actually, putting, hi Lynn, how are you there, Lynn? I see you coming on this afternoon. So I'm sitting here with you, Stacey. You feel very, it feels appropriate, I want to say to you, not because anything is going to happen, because I'm not feeling that at all, but I feel you're someone who is good for you to spend a little, save a little, put a little away, save a little, and that aspect, and spend a little. So I just feel here is because I want to say, as we sort of and I think you're good with when it comes to money. If you can put money away and forget about it, that also feels good for you. You're someone who can put a bit of money away, save a bit of money here, and then forget about it until we need it. And I feel this is appropriate because what I feel when I say with you, I feel a lot of like management of time management and energy management here, but I want to look more towards you, Stacey, for next year, because what I feel I want to say to you is next year, I feel you can treat yourself next year. So again here, that little bit you're putting away, all the hard work starts to pay off. I feel here you're someone, you're careful, you're good with the money, and be mindful, to reap your rewards. So it's good to spend some, it's good to save some, but it's also good I want to say to you to reap those rewards as well. And what I feel here for you, Stacey, is put a little bit of money aside if you can. What you can afford. Every little adds up. Every little bit counts. But then put that away. Forget about it till next year, because next year I feel here there's a celebration, a treat for yourself. So literally, put yourself up there, and if there's something you want, you're looking for, maybe there's a new pair of shoes or Jimmy Choos or whatever you fancy, treat yourself to it. Start to put a little bit aside now and save up for it. I'm going to say to you, because I want to say you are worthy and you are deserving, and you've put a lot of hard work into life, and just sometimes it's good to reap the benefits of how hard you have worked. I want to say to you, so put a little bit away, forget about it, and then next year treat yourself to what you fancy. And that's what I feel here is be mindful for you. So spend a little, save a little. It just feels very good for you, Stacey. Okay, so feels a nice card for you, I want to say to you. Okay, so again, stop about wasting the money, just put it away, forget about it, and you'll know. Could be a holiday, could just be something. I'm sitting here treating yourself for. It's just there, and it feels for you. Oh, feels very good. What I want to say, feels very lovely. Right, so see here now. Hi, Lynn Freeman, how are you? So I'm going to come. Lynn is new to. I do know Lynn, but I know Lynn is also new to coming on here. So let me see here, Lynn. Do you have a card which for Lynn, or a specific message from someone for? Let's see here for you. Actually, Lynn, I'm going to say to you as I start to work with you, and I just feel here. I know, I just want to say to you, Lynn, as I start to work with you, the first thing I want to say to you is, I know I have here both your mother and your father from the spirit side of life, I want to say to you, okay? And they come through here very much together, I want to say to you. So there's a sort of couple that show me themselves that when they was down here, there have been a couple that would been, all couples have their moments when, not arguments, but their moments. But your mum and dad come through very much here together. And that's how they show me they would have been down here in the physical body, very much here together. I feel very much here, I want to say to you. Now, I don't know why. I know you have dogs. I know this aspect, but I'm looking at your father for some reason, and I'm looking at your dogs. All right, so I'm looking here at your dogs as I look at them, because I feel here that part you're not so much your mum, but I feel here dad would have been the dog lover. I want to say, dog lover. I'm behind me. One I made earlier. Your dad would have been the dog lover, because your dad is showing me up there on the spirit side of life here. He is the carer, the caregiver to your animals that's crossed over, is what he's saying to me. I also know that I'm going to come back down here, I want to say to you. He's making me aware of dates, anniversaries that feel important, I want to say to you, around here now. I also know it's from your father here, that he's making me aware of the month of March as also being quite important, I want to say to you, okay? So he's in the month of March, I want to say to you, okay? And I know here with him here, now what I feel is here with your father, have you been aware of little messages, little symbols coming from the spirit side? Because it feels like they're leaving you little calling cards, little messages that are around you that you're noticing. And also very much here, when I come to your home here, it feels like I want to say to you that as I look outside your back door, your back garden here, there feels a particular bird there that gives a message to you. I do feel it's coming here from your father. I also know, Lynn, one more message for you is from your mum here. It's like saying to me, I just know here she has this lovely smile when I say to Lynn on her face here, and looking at you, and her eyes are very piercing in her face as she looks at me. They notice her eyes very, very clearly, and she's saying to me, I'm okay. I'm okay, is what she'll say to you, Lynn. All right, so I hope, Lynn, that helps you. Okay. Right, so just see here. Hi, Katie Lane. So new names I'm not seen before. Hi, Lynn, you're still there. Message there, Lynn, for you. Okay. Now, and welcome to the Facebook users. If you can, if you're a Facebook user, which is absolutely fine, do you mind just putting your name also in the chat, because I do work with the energy of your name as well. So again, if you just put what your name is, then I can sort of connect with you. Now I'm going to come to, I'm very drawn. Oh, bless her. She's okay. Yeah, they're very much together. Then I would say to you, they just show me here as they were down here. They are very much here together. All right, both of them. And your mum likes a little. She's like humming a little, no particular song. I'm gonna say, she's just actually humming. I'm going to come to Katie Lane. Okay, and Katie here is asking for a message. Let's just see here for Katie, for who I feel here wants to come through for you, Katie. And I feel very much as I connect with you, and this feels I want to go to the spirit side of life for you, Katie. There does feel a man here that comes forward for you. I know as he steps forward, he essentially he comes through very much here with love, I want to say to you. So when they come through that love connection, I know it's more than, it's like a family member here that they come through for you. Okay, I do want to say the word father to you. It feels like I want to say, if it's not your dad, if I want to say grandfather, I feel the word father as they come through for you, Katie. I also know here again, it's like I'm looking down here, because as I look down here, and again, so I know, even though I've crossed from the spirit side of life here, I see what takes place down here, down on the earth, at my home, and I feel happy. I'm going to say to you, is your dad okay? It feels like father, but I know what I feel is nice about him, Katie, that as I look down through his eyes down here, he feels happy in the way that, you know, how life is down here for people. You know, I'm looking down here and I see my family, and I see they're okay. They obviously are missed, but then it just feels here they're okay, and I'm contented that I see what I see down here is what he's saying to me. I also know here he's giving me the word brother as well, so I'm not sure if it's your dad's brother or actually your brother here. He's giving the word brother to me, I want to say to you, okay. And I know here again, obviously it's your father, but he does care for you very much. It's caring feeling where possibly here you've also like taken care of him, so that caring, that shared, I want to say, with him. I also, there's a big thing here about birthdays as well. There feels to be, I want to say to you, now he's making me aware of 3 birth dates, I'm going to say to you, okay. So it's 3 birth dates that is making me aware of. And as I feel these 3 birth dates, it feels like I've got 2 fairly close together. Another one that also comes on fairly quickly. So I feel your family tend to have birthdays quite huddled around the same month, is what it's making me aware of. I also know here what he's saying to me here. He's taking me to the month of April, I'm going to say, with your father, okay. And your father here, and what he's making me aware of, so I just know April I feel like I like that time of year, is what he's showing me, okay. So I just feel here the time of year when, you know, everything is like, oh, just like fresh and growing new, and I like that aspect. Is also what he's also saying to me here. Now your dad, now what he's showing me here is giving me the color yellow, and I feel here's more to do. I'm looking at, again, could be because I'm also looking at the month of April, but I know it's like I'm looking at the yellow flowers, the daffodils specifically is what he's actually showing me, okay. Because again here your dad likes color, all right. It's just something I know he's saying to me. He's saying to me, bless him, he may not know all the names of all the flowers, but I know he likes pretty flowers. He likes the colours, he's saying to me. I know this thing here about the yellows. There's also something here, and I don't know if it's my mind takes me to this, but I want to take our mind to he passed in April. Okay, bless him. That's just, I noticed that period. But I feel, when I say to you, even though I passed in April, I know I like that time of the year as well, is what's making me aware of. Okay. I also know here, Katie, what he's showing me here is like, he's a man that like what's the word I'm saying? He's very he listens. So I know, like, if people's talking about things, and he don't miss what people's talking about. He really is on such a great listener. So he's listening to what's being said around him, is what he's saying to me. Okay, and he's showing me, and he loves. I love, not just that I love the flowers, but I know he loves the smell of the flowers as well. I want to say to you, because he's also showing me here. It's like he's showing me himself standing up. I want to say to you, okay, and standing up tall. And as he stands up, he's like, I can breathe. So I know something about just breathing in fresh air is what he's giving me. I want to say to you, I'm breathing in fresh air. It also makes me aware down here, again, as I sort of skip from where he is there to come and look at what's taking place down here. He shows me a baby boy, I want to say to you, okay. So if there's a baby, it's in the family, it actually makes me aware of a baby boy, is what he's saying to me, okay. Now, your father, I want to say to you here, he naturally, all right, is a happy man. So I know he's one of these people, you could give him the world, but he's just in himself is what I call a happy person. And sometimes it's difficult for some people to find that inner happiness. But your dad is felt like when he was here, he is happy, and he wants to say thank you. I want to say to you, thank you. And he feels blessed. I want to say to you, to have had the wonderful family that he's saying to me as he looks around him. There's also one last little thing he's given me, and I don't know, I won't make you can think about this one yourself, but he's showing me a rock as in the sweet rocks, we have at the seaside here. Show me one of these rocks, and I get it now. What I've just shown, so I'll just give you what I'm being shown. I know as I look at the rock, I can see this red on the outside. I've got the inside. I can see the writing of a place we are at in the rock. I'm going to say, okay. So I know it's a seaside trip. We've had the rocks with a name, and he's showing me Blackpool inside there. Okay, so I don't know if Blackpool means anything to you, but that's what he's actually showing me. No, your father is saying to me, he's okay. All right, he's okay. And there's feels something. Again here, I know men don't wear brooches, but he makes me aware of some type of pin that I want to place on a blazer. So it's like a little it's not a badge, it's a pin of some description I want to pin to a blazer, is what it makes me aware of. Okay, now he's saying to me here, your father hasn't changed from the person that he was down here, but I look down here and I feel blessed, I feel happy, I feel at peace. Katie, is how he feels. I'll leave your father's love with you, okay, and I hope that helps you. So let's see who shuffle my cards now. And so today at the moment there's no animal messages that's coming through. That's fine. So obviously it's little miss Molly. Actually I just see the animal. I'm going to come here to Darlene, okay, with little Miss Molly. Little Miss Molly, and it's like, I have to say, darling, as I call little Miss Molly, she is here, all right, and she comes through. I want to say to you, and she just, what she's showing me is little Miss Molly. It's like I'm just looking. She's looking straight in my face, and I know she's looking here, and it's like she would understood, Darlene, every single, and I can see little Molly's face there. She would have understood every single word, Darlene, that you would have said to her. And what she's showing me is here, I know she's like moving her head as you talk to her, to listen to what you're saying to us, what she's saying to me. And she has this, she always like wants to smile at you, Marlene. I want to say to her, okay. Now she's making me aware here. I know, again here, your little Miss Molly, she loves to be cuddled, held by you. So I'm not going to be cuddled by everybody, but I know, show me here, very much here, I want to be held in your chest area here, so like with your heart space here. She's showing me herself being held here. She loves you, mum. So I want to call you mum. I love you, mum, she's saying to me, okay. And it's just for those words, I was going to repeat those words again to you. I love you, mum. I know she feels like there's something you've done back home for her. I want to say to her, Ashley's back home, there's something here. She also is making me aware here, Darlene, there's a little little teddy bear toy that she's showing me on a stage that she gives to me. This feels very much here, that this little teddy bear is like signified is her little baby, is what she's saying to me. Now I know here, and I know this is what I feel here. She is okay. I am okay, she's saying to me, okay. And this is like the time, I know it's traumatic when we lose an animal to the spirit side of life, but I am okay. And it feels, I want to say to you, she's making me aware. She's very like well in herself, in the spirit side of life now. I'm well, and she gives me the word, I am strong. So she's showing herself being fit and strong. She doesn't like to go too far from home, I want to say, okay, but she's taking me here. Now I feel here with her, what she's making me aware, if you've not being aware of yourself here. She does join you at times where she comes to sleep and lay with you. She's showing herself on a sofa here, a sofa where she sits with you on a sage, okay? And she comes there and she sits with you. Now, she's also making me aware. She's going to just change the subject here for you, darling, a little bit here. I don't know if you actually cooked her own food, but she's showing me here like cooking of food, but it feels like I'm cooking food. I like the smell of it, but I feel like what's being cooked is actually for her, because she's going to have some of that food, which is making me aware of. Because I just know here, like her little ears, her little ears prick up. I want to say to you at the side of the food, and the side of the food. I'm going to say to you, and again here, she's saying to me, darling, this is your message from your Miss Molly. All right, this is your message, and please. She says this with because I know she looks at you and understand here that, and I've lost animals. I know Eric affects us, the loss that comes in there. But she's saying to say to you, please, mum, look after yourself. All right, take time for yourself. Look after yourself. And also, and she says this with a little bit of like jest, a little bit of a joke. Right? She's saying to me, so I don't know if you're thinking or someone's saying you get another animal, but she's saying to me, there'll never be another Molly. So there'll never be in this lifetime for you. There'll never be. You might get another animal, but there'll be another Molly. There was only one Molly, which is making me aware. No, she's fine. No, she's okay. She's almost like willing you. I want to say to you to do more, to go out, to do more, to be more, and to just literally take a little bit more care of yourself, is what she's saying to me. So, darling, she's fine, all right. And that little smiley face you see there is how she showed herself to me. Okay. Oh, you cook. She very, and as I can smell the cooking, I know she knows it's for her. So I know it wasn't like for you, but I don't feel I'm cooking dog food necessarily. But I know a little ears are pricking up and a little face is pricking up for that smell. I want to say to you, and she loved it. She loved every moment, just like you and her. And this happens with a lot of our animals, but you and her, there was that soul connection there together. And it's making me feel, I will say to you, that part of your soul, now, today, is with her on the spirit side of life. And it's very like I'm going to say, I'm giving you, I don't know why, I'm going to give this word, there's a gem. Oh, she's using the word, the gem. So there's someone giving you like a crystal, giving you something. So it's like I'm not talking about an expensive gemstone, but it was something like a gem I'm going to give you. So it's I know. There's something I will say to you that, when I say gem, but we hang those things, those crystals that hang down like the wind chime things. It hangs down there. I want to say to you, okay, where she showed me this gem, this crystal of color, this rainbow of color that comes through the window, and it feels beautiful. And it almost like I want to say to you, as I see that rainbow of color that comes through the window there onto this charm that hangs down there, this gem that hangs there, it's almost like the rainbow bridge. She's giving that message to the rainbow bridge. And I know also one last little piece of information for you, darling. You've written something for her. You've written words to her. It feels like you've written something for her that also feels appropriate as she shows me the rainbow bridge there for you. So no, she's okay. All right. And when it's not your time now, but when your time comes, she will be there waiting for you. I want to say to you, okay. So no, she's good. Okay, she's fine. Right. Let's see who now. So if Facebook, so our users are coming on. I can see here you're putting your names there, which is good, because I do connect with your essence of your name as well as I start to do a reading for you. So let's see here. I'm going to come to Wendy Bertie. So Wendy, hi Wendy to you this afternoon. So if you're in the UK or you're overseas, but if you're in the UK, good afternoon. If you're somewhere else, good morning or good evening, depending on where you are. Right. So message for you. First of all, I'm going to actually draw a card for you, Wendy. Let's see a message for you, and I'm going to pull a card for you. And just bear with me while I shuffle my cards. I'll get the same one out again. Wendy. Right, Wendy. I've actually got pulled up, which is a nice card here for you, Lovers, the Lovers in the Tarot, which is not just about lovers itself, it's also about relationships as well, I want to say to you, okay, as I pull this card for you. Now, I feel very much as I feel that the Lovers, I feel again, as I connect with that card from the Tarot here, I want to go to the spirit side of life as well. I feel much here for you, Wendy. There feels a female, very much here does step forward for you, I want to say to you, okay. And it does come in here again, the Lover card here, the love essence that comes through with her. She feels feels very motherly towards you. This might not be your mum, but I just feel very motherly towards you. I want to like look after you and care for you. And even if you don't need looking after and caring for, she's someone a bit like my nan. She's going to do it anyway, regardless, I want to say to you. So I know this here, she steps forward, I want to say, for you. Now, as I see here what she's making me feel here, now, and again, what I feel is this, I want to come like to you now, is you may not even necessarily be on your own here, but sometimes there are that feelings when we're with people or we're on our own, that feeling, I want to say, loneliness, I want to say to you, inside of your mind here. So I hear this feeling here, this fear that comes in here of like feeling sometimes alone and sort of isolated and maybe not always necessarily understood, I want to say to you, this feeling here. And I know here what I'm being shown, that your faults, your own faults here, go a lot to the spirit side of life, I want to say to you. So that contact connection with spirit side that is up there for you, I want to say to you, okay. And I know here as you do this, it's like you're being heard, you're being listened to. There's also something here I'm being made again from the spirits of life here. There's a particular, and I say I know nowadays nobody has records, they're too old, but there's something about a particular record, a particular sort of record song that's been on a record that I know is significant, I want to say to you, because it feels like here there are times you hear this particular song just randomly, I want to say to you, and again it's like they're letting, again here I'm being shown this just coming through suddenly random, and the faults go there, I want to say to you, the spirit side of life. They also feel, I want to say to you, this female that's there, there's also a man that also steps through with them, I want to say to you, okay. And I know here for you, it's just saying to you, I feel here again, they're making me aware here that they are listening to you, because I just feel here, and the message is for you, I want to say to you, I feel I want to say to you, look to the future. Look to the future. There's a lot of good things taking place for you within the future, I want to say to you, okay. So look towards that, there's lots of good things out there for you, I want to say to you, Wendy. So just look a bit to the future a little bit more. Because I just want to say, I don't feel you're stuck or where you are, but just look to the future. It feels like here, you know, a little bit lost along the way, what to do, direction. But there's a lot over there for you. The horizon. I want to say to you, look towards the horizon, because there's a lot there for you, I want to say to you. And a special connection, I want to say to you, for you to connect with, I want to say, more like-minded people. So you're in the spiritual aspect here, but more like-minded people, almost like finding your tribe who understand parts of yourself that maybe your other friends and family don't necessarily quite get at times, Wendy. So I hope that helps you. Now I've got one question here. I can see a lady, let me just see here, she's got I think this dog won't stop whining. Don't worry. It's already, the dog's already in here. What she's crying for, my dog, is she's got a bowl of water, but she prefers to drink out of my glass, and that's why she's crying. She's crying for my glass. So right, you can't actually hear what well, my volume is on. Are you still there, Wendy? I don't know if Wendy's still there. Well, anyway, thank you, Wendy. So I hope that helps you. So I've got another question here. I did see an animal question come up, so I will, if I can find it again, answer the animal question. Now, what was it? Debbie. Oh, hi, Debbie Hitchcocks. Thank you. Yes, first time I don't recognise your name, so the first time I've seen you this evening in this meeting here, this live that I'm doing. So welcome to you. And Mandy, good evening to you as well, Mandy. So I'm actually going to pull a card for now. There was a doggy question there. That's a dog crying. So you can re-put that up there again, and hopefully I can see your question again and come back to you. So at the moment, I'm going to pull a card for, let me see, I'm going to pull a card for Debbie Hearn. Debbie Hearn. She first time watching. Hi, Debbie. First time watching. Oh, and you got animals there as well. Dogs. I can see the dogs. Very lovely dogs. So I'm going to put a card for you. First time watching. So let me see what I'm drawn to pull for you. I'm going to use my soul cards here, or I am going to use. And you're in Wales. I went there a couple of years ago, prior to COVID. I went to the Brecon Beacons. It's beautiful actually up there. Done a Reiki retreat for a week. It was really, really lovely. I'd like to go back up there. But actually, I'm going there actually later this year. Actually, I'm going there to a dog show. But it's only that'd be a stopover, a flying visit, literally. So, Debbie, I'm going to pull a card for you. I'm actually drawn to pull my soul cards for you, Debbie. So let me just see here. Change my cards over. And there's a little shuffle of my soul cards. And this one here is jumping out for you. Right, Debbie. Right, nice card, Debbie. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. And I don't feel that judgment is that what I want to work with here with you, but I do feel it's actually the balance aspect I want to say to you I want to tap into you. And this is about what our soul sometimes needs. And often with as we rush through our lives, we're sort of the soul is the part that we tend to not necessarily nourish so much, I want to say to you, okay? So the part there for four dogs, okay. Oh, so not too far away. All right. Yeah, it was a beautiful part of the world, I must admit, and beautiful to have walks around there. So let's just see here with the balance. Now, what I want to say to you, I feel with you here. Oh, Debbie, you're very good at multitasking. You can manage to do lots of things, get things done, and be very focused as well. To say, you look around things and getting focus on things and get the job done. I want to say to you, but I do feel here as a point. I want to say I want to bring almost like balance, not to the things around you, like the job, the home, the dogs, the animals, but more towards yourself. I want to say to you, okay, because I feel here when I bring balance to you, I feel a little bit of soul searching taking place for you, Debbie. Okay, and soul searching is like our souls as we're born in this body's incarnation, and our soul is here to progress, to grow, to learn, to understand. And I feel this at the moment here that you're a little bit here. Your soul is seeking. I want to say to you, okay. And I actually feel here. So I don't know if you are a spiritual worker doing spiritual work, but I feel very much here. I want to bring that in for you, okay, Debbie. So if you're like this way, I want to take that soul aspect. You feel right now, in a nice way, a seeker. You're seeking the knowledge. You're seeking the understanding. You're seeking answers. And I think here sometimes we go through life and we're not always going to find the answers. It just is. But I feel this is where you're at. It's at that point of your own life here, seeking the knowledge, the knowing, the understanding, and all that aspect. And I actually feel here. I feel it's good for you. You live in a beautiful place. Maybe it's good here for you when you are out walking with your animals, you're out in nature, to spend that time to be literally in balance with that is around you, the universe, the work with the moon cycles, the earth, and the nature here. Because I feel here that's that rising within you, that's that soul seeking, that soul learning is becoming quite a craving, and I feel you need to nourish it. All right, so, and it may be at the moment you're not sure where you want to dip into, what you want to be looking at, which area you want to take your work, because when we start to like look at spiritual aspects and our soul work, our soul purpose, there's so many facets. They're endless. Our soul is also limitless, so we don't need to like earmark it to one particular way of working, one particular way of doing. And I feel here, find that time, bring the balance to yourself to find the soul essence of what your soul is calling out to have what you want. I get the feeling here, I know you've got dogs there, right? But I get the feeling here, there's an essence within you that wants to go down the animal route as well, working with the animals in some way, shape, or form. I want to do a healing, Reiki. There's some aspect I want to say to you that I bring in with the animals. I want to say with you, and I feel here, explore those avenues, because if you listen to if we all of us, and that's all, myself included, listen to our gut, listen to our higher self, we won't far go wrong. But often we don't listen to, and I do it myself. We don't listen. There's always something else to do. There's always like ironing to do, washing to do, something to do. Listen to your soul self, because your soul self, your higher self, will know all of the answers. And I truly feel here, I know you're seeking, and allow that seeking to take place and to find it. And just give yourself that time outside, because you will listen to yourself, your inner self, and you will know where you want to be taking your work and your learning and your understanding. What I feel for you, Debbie. Okay, I'm gonna give my dog a drink because she's not going to shut up. So I'll show her quickly. Yeah, China. Yeah. Yeah, she'll be quiet now. Got fussy dogs. Right, T.O. So let's just see here. Right, so as I see your questions come through, I will pull a few more cards. So I'm seeing, let's just see here. Body language, yeah. I feel the animals very much so. I want to say to you. So delve deep, exactly. Delve deeper. You can't do no harm. You can't do wrong. Delve deeper and see where it takes you. And I just feel here, I know a lot of that. I just feel very strongly drawn towards the animal aspect of working with you spiritually. It feels very strong. I want to say to you. So just allow yourself to settle, to allow those the knowledge from within to arise to you, and you will find your way. I want to say to you very, very clearly. So let me just see here. I'm going to actually have another. I'm going to come here to Carol Roberts. So hi there, Carol Roberts. So I don't think I recognise your name, so I'm going to pull a soul card for you as well, Carol. Now, as I'm reading for Carol here, hi Carol, it's a lovely picture there of you and a family member. Literally, if you have a question, I want to know something enlightened about something specifically, maybe I say it's a work, home, relationships, whatever, put it in the chat and I can answer your question specifically. So I'm now going to come to Carol. So hi there, Carol. Let's put a card for you. I'm going to go for a soul card for you as well, Carol. So, well, actually, I'm going to put a card, but also feel as I pull a card, I actually feel I want to say to you, I very much also want to go to the spirit side of life for you as well, Carol, okay? Because as I start to work and connect with you, I actually feel, as I feel here, you feel to have a large, a lot of family, I want to say to you, in the spirit side of life. So sometimes we have, so I feel, I don't want to say you've got more up there than you have down here, but I feel you've got a lot of, it feels, I want to say, they give me the word contingency. So I know your spirit family, your spirit are up there working with you, rooting for you, I want to say to you, okay? So just know here, that's there. I very much feel who have I got here with you. I do feel, let me see, I'm being made aware of the name Fred. So I don't know if you know if Fred is very familiar with you, the spirit side up. I'm being given the name Fred to start off with. I also feel here as I feel this essence here. I don't know if it's like I've got two late. Oh, you do, bless. Okay, I've got two lays that also come through very much here together. So I know it's here. It's like grandma and mum here, but I've got two lays that come through here. No, it's I would say to you, it's grandma and sister. There feels two, not your sister, her sister. Feel two lays that come through very closely together. I want to say to you, and they're making me aware here, Carol. I do feel for you here. Like we all have challenges in our lives, I want to say, okay? And I feel here at the time here now, there feels to be quite a lot, it feels like a lot going on around you, I want to say, okay? And so, again, here, I'm looking from the spirit's point of view here, as I look down here, of what's taking place, the change that's taking place down here. And I feel here as well, what I'm being made aware of, Carol, you're someone who would mop up everybody else's problems. You sort of try to organize sort of everybody else's stuff out for them, which is a very admirable, I want to say to you, okay? But sometimes it just feels here, I feel, and I'm going to give you what I feel, that sometimes you're taken a little bit for granted, I will say to you, because you tend to get on and you do, and I just feel here, so just be mindful that people sometimes are expecting too much from you, I want to say to you, Carol. And when and this feels, I want to say, and again, we can all slip into this pattern. They're not, when you're not giving back to you so much, and you're not someone's going to ask on the stage. So I don't say you need to have help, support, but just feel here, it feels much around you a one-way street. You're doing all the giving, they're doing the taking, I want to say to you, and that mopping up around taking place. But also I want to say to you, I feel, again, what I feel as I look here for you, it's like I want to say to you, metaphorically, sit back and watch things unfold. Because this feels, as you watch things unfold, things will become a lot clearer around you. I want to say to you, because it feels, I want to say here, you can't put everything right for everybody, is what I feel. Okay. And so I just feel here, sometimes just sit back, let things unfold, things will fall into shape as they're supposed to, I want to say to you, okay. And I just feel here, there's also one other aspect here. I don't know if there's a communication issue, I want to say to you, I don't necessarily with you or someone in your family, but I feel I want to be talking with, there feels like someone we should be reaching out to, speaking to. So there's a bit of a miscommunication issue here taking place, but I'm being made aware of that. So I don't know if it's you got to pick the phone up, someone's got to pick the phone up towards you, but there feels this a need for a communication, a reconnection, communication point of view, I want to say to you, okay. So just be mindful of that. I don't know if necessarily that's for you or someone there in the family that's quite close to you, but I feel there's a bit of a there's a bit of a struggle taking place. So communication does feel, I want to say to you, quite important. So if someone can pick up that phone, make that call, it does feel quite, it feels to be good, I want to say to you, okay. Your son, oh, okay, because of it, okay, right. So I'm going to fill into that because I just feel here, I know I've been made aware of that communication issue, I want to say to you, okay. Right. What the good thing is, I don't feel like it's going to stay like it forever. I don't feel that, I want to say to you, Carol, but I just feel here, So again, here, this is where you actually come in. I feel I want to say to you, because it feels like here you feel the one in the middle, you know, the pig in the middle there, one in the middle here. But it feels, I want to say to you, it feels relevant, because that's what I want to say to you. As much as possible, as you possibly can, you keep the communication lines open in some way, shape, or form. All right. But just feel here, it's that aspect, because you know, if I'm once communication, sometimes just for whatever reason, I'm not going to say who's right and who's wrong. It doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. But it feels important, I say to you, to keep the communication open as much as possible. I want to say to you, because I feel here, I do feel like the other side. So just keep doing it, Carol. So I know I said about sitting back and let things unfold. Some aspects do, but regarding that communication aspect, because I feel here we can all be stubborn. We can all. I, you know, number one, hands up. Yes, I can as well. But I think sometimes here with your son, just you don't want to be to the point where then we can't go back afterwards, all right? Because it's got too fast from the point of view of being stubborn. Keep the communication open, keep the talking going. I also feel, Carol, I don't know if you're talking to your son's partner, I want to say, okay, because I feel here for some reason that may be a bit of a, you may not want to talk, but it feels a bit of a key in like helping the situation. All right, definitely feels a bit of a key there to help the situation. So keep what you're doing. Know your spirit. I will call them your spirit team, because you've not just got one or two up there helping you. You've got like a fair few up there that's helping to come through and work with you. There also feels, Carol, I don't know if you're a bit of an artist, because I'm being shown you being like creativity, I want to say, around you. Yes, keep doing it, Carol. All right. Spot on. All right, just keep doing it, because it just feels here it's not falling to waste, is what I'm going to say to you. You may not get nothing coming back necessarily, but it's not falling to waste, I'm going to say to you. It also feels relevant. You still do the birthday cards and all the aspects, you know, those aspects. Just keep doing them, because it just feels here, you know, it will not stay. No, I didn't know there's all up there. What I did feel there's a lot more up there than there is down here. But no, I will say to you, they are like an army of them up there with you. All right, coming through, rooting for you, I want to say to you. And I just feel here, I know, especially here again, I know here to your father here, I know it's like he listens. So I know you're talking about the situation that's taking place. Keep doing what you're doing, all right? And no, I don't feel it's not going to end overnight. I don't want to say to give you like false hope and say by next month this will be sorted. I don't feel that, but I do feel keep doing what you're doing. It will get easier. Right? It will get easier. I'm going to say to you, okay, because I do find you will find a middle road to make it work. All right, and that's what's important. So keep those lines open for communication point of view, because there's no winners and there's no losers. I'm going to say to you. So I hope, Carol, that it will get easier. I want to say it to you. I do generally feel that, all right, but it just won't happen overnight. I want to say to you, okay. Hi, Veronica. Right, and so let's see here. I'm going to put a card for now. So, hi, Veronica Jenkins. Thank you for the opportunity to give us here and the online psychic readings. And as I'm shuffling my cards and wait for a few more questions to come through, I would just like to say if you are ever approached by anyone outside of the message wise for free readings, we do not, well, not free, offer to give you a reading. We do not, all the readings here are done for free goodwill. There's no sort of exchange of money or money being asked for. So if you are by any chance actually approached by somebody who wants to give you a reading, and they'll be drawn to you for whatever reason and they're charging you, it is a scam. I would suggest that as soon as you see it, if they offer you, ask for any money whatsoever, any details whatsoever, block them, because it is a scam. It will not happen through the mediums that we're working here through Veronica's network. So just bear that in mind, because there's so many different sort of scams out there nowadays. Right, so I just want another card now for oh, thank you, Carol. You know, I'm sorry for obviously what you're going through at home here, and you know, I know it can be like with family members, but it just feels important what you're doing. You're slowly healing that bridge, and that's what's important. I want to say to you, okay? So slowly, you won't. I want to say more important than anything else, you're not going to lose your son, is what I want to say to you, and that's the important aspect. You're not going to lose your son, so keep doing what you are doing, okay? Right. So let's just see. Someone's asked you the group was got. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, my animal communication group is on Facebook, and it is just fine. So you're all welcome to come along and join my animal communication group, where I do occasionally, more often, I should go more often, go and do lives. The lives there are purely for animal communication readings, and also put some, just animal information, inspiration, and keeping it fun. Right, so Facebook users, it's lovely to see you here. I'm going to come to Zoe Doby. She little see your name there. And thank you, Tracy. Appreciate that. I want to say to you. So I'm going to come here to Zoe. I'm going to pull a soul card for you. Actually, I'm going to pull, see here. If anyone's got a specific question, please put in the chat box and I can answer your specific question. If not, I'll just pull a random card for you. And for you, Zoe, I'm being drawn to pull a random card for you. So let's have a little shuffle my cards here and see what I've got for you here. Oh, I've got the Queen of Rods. Right, so it's a nice card here for you. And that's this. I'm going to literally use this tarot. And this I want to channel into this because I feel this is more about you. I want to say to you, Zoe. And again, it's a nice card here. So I just feel here a very, very regal, and I feel here someone who can hold you hold yourself well in various situations and circumstances. I want to say to you, okay, and you feel very here. Someone I want to say to you that I feel that even if you are not aware of it, people respect you. People look up to you. I want to say to you, okay. So it just comes in here as I sit here, and people, they respect you. They respect what you say. They respect your opinion. I want to say to you because you're someone here who, if someone asks you something, you will be honest. I'm going to say to you, okay. You're not opinionated, but you'll be honest. And someone come to you and ask you, I want to say to you, your opinion, and I will say to you that they respect you. They listen to you. I want to say to you, okay, which feels very nice. And you hold yourself beautifully. I want to say to you, and it's like that. Just as you hold, it's like self-respect as well. I want to say to you, and I think it's very important that we respect ourselves because often again, here's self-esteem, self-worth. It can be struggles for many people. And again, honesty is like sometimes it's like what I get with you. I want to say to you, Zoe, like you won't say nothing bad. All right. If someone asked you, you'll tell them the truth. So you're not out to sort of upset someone, but you're telling the truth. And this is why people respect you, because if they need to know the truth, if they want to know the truth, they will come to you. I want to say to you, okay. And that feels very important. That I want to come to you and keep this respect going for yourself and for the people that are around you. Now, what I'm picking up on, Zoe, I've very much here. I don't know if you're considering doing some sort of training. I want to say to you, new learning. I want to say to you because I want to bring in some sort of like work-related aspects of people skills around you. So if you work with people already, but as people skills, you have very good people skills. I want to say to you, and I'm looking here. If you're looking to like change your career or expand your career, bring something new in. I want to say to you from the want to learn, but I want to bring it into work aspect. I would say to you now is a good time for you. I want to say to you to actually not jump ship and change anything dramatically, but literally look around you, metaphorically, and what more you would like to bring into your life to enhance your life. I want to say to you, okay, because it feels very good here. You're someone that once you make your mind up, you make a decision, you make a plan, you tend to get things done. You're someone, Zoe, who will get the job done. You're planning to, okay, right, we'll keep going. I want to say to you, right, because I just feel here another aspect, and anything we want to do new, we want to learn anything new. There'll be hurdles, there'll be challenges, there'll be times we might doubt ourselves or think, is it all that hard work I'm putting in? Is it worth it? But what I'm seeing here with you, Zoe, you're someone that when you focus, you make a plan, you tend to see it through. You go for it. I want to say to you, okay. And I feel here again, very much here, those people skills, those people abilities. So I would say to you, definitely, because it's not just the teaching I've got with you, because I'm also picking up with you coaching aspects. So I don't want to go more towards a spiritual coaching, but I've got very much here the coaching aspect I want to bring in around you. So you're putting here the teaching mediumship and the psychic ability, but I actually feel you want to start looking in the I'm not seeing like coaching as in in the national health here, but I'm seeing more coaching on a spiritual level, a spiritual path. I want to say to you. So I feel here you'd be a great asset. I want to say to you, if you consider looking at something regarding the take yourself towards the coaching aspect, because I just feel here you have a great wealth of knowledge, and this knowledge is sometimes that knowledge we can't necessarily, you can read the books, you can learn it, but you have this great wealth of knowledge within yourself. I want to say to you, because you'll look at someone, you look at something, and you just like you're there. just like straight in working. But I want to expand on how you work and what you do and how you do your work. So I would say to you, sit down sometime, think about it, look around you, what more you want to bring in, because I just feel here there's a great opening there for you regarding that spiritual coaching aspect. What I want to bring in very much for you, I want to say, Zoe, and I just feel here you would be a proper asset, because even though we've got the challenges as we go through the hurdles of learning, bringing new stuff in, you will see it through. And you will conquer. That's what I want to say to you. So I'm going to say well done to you, because I thought you've done it already. So well done to you, because I know you'll get there. All right, so well done to you. Okay, so right, I'm going to come to Suzanne Williamson. Okay, now Suzanne, I've obviously just read your message here, and if you can, Susan, if you can put in your daughter's first name, it would be good for me, because I can just connect with her first name. Thank you, Tracy. So let's just see here with Susan Williamson, over your daughter's death, I want to say to you, okay? And let me see, if you can, Susan, if you just put her name there, I'll put her name there for you, and then I can connect with her name as well and bring her a bit closer, hopefully to bring her through for you. Anything for your dog here, right? I'll just right, I'm just going to come to Suzanne first, I will say to you, okay? So let me just come to Susan first with her daughter. Right, Susan, as I'm picking up here on your daughter, I want to say to you, what I feel, I'm looking down here now, and it feels, I'm going to say now, I'm looking right here, and this is how I'm looking for you, I want to say to you. And obviously, I have children. My children are grown up, I want to say to you, okay? And I can't imagine anyone's worst thing to have to experience, to lose a child. I can't, no matter what old that child might be, to lose a child, it just is unimaginable. So I'm very sorry, Susan, for your loss, I want to say to you. But I'm looking through your daughter here. She comes here, and it's very, I want to say to you, this is what, and again, the word she's given me here, I know she doesn't want her passing to be in vain. That's what she's saying to me, okay? So it feels here, like down here now, I'm looking here, everything down here feels very, which I understand, very muddled and just, just very quiet as well, she said to me, okay? And I know here your daughter, she says there's this quietness here. Your daughter, she's making me feel here, I know, again, straight away here, it's that love that comes through with her, that I'm okay, I want to say to you, I'm okay. And she's given me this word here, Suzanne, and I want to say to you, it's like she said to me, and when I'm saying to you, she said to me, take it easy, okay? So take it easy. And I feel she's more about you yourself, I want to say to you, okay? It's about being kind to yourself sometimes as well, okay? So it's not that aspect of that, because I feel here it's like you've still got work to do, Mum. You've got more to do, Mum, she's saying to me, okay? And I feel here as well, before your daughter passes, I know we would have spoke about stuff, or she's may have bespoke about stuff, and I feel here there's certain wishes that your daughter would have wanted, I want to say to you, okay? And it feels here, I'm looking here like now, again, she's showing me, she comes a bit closer here, so I don't know if you've done like where she's been laid to rest, like a memorial garden. I'm seeing like a garden space here, I want to say to you, not in your garden, I'm seeing a space here with the lovely meadow flowers, the wildflowers that's grown in that, she's saying to me, okay? It feels also very significant here, I know, again, she's showing me here butterfly, I want to say butterflies. I feel here some significance here, like, and because I know she's showing me here, you see random butterflies at times when you wouldn't necessarily see them. I want to say she's just a little bit out of season, just before they come in season. It's like a sign here that she's there with you, I want to say to you, okay? Their feel is like, I want to say to you now, what she's showing me here, Susan, she's showing me here you writing. I want to go to you writing. Now I feel here this is something she's asking me to ask you to do, and I feel it's like some of those it feels here's a lot of, obviously I can't even I can empathize what you must be going through, but to write some stuff down, I want to say to you, because I feel here's a story that I want to write, a story I want to say, and I know here as I write these words here, it feels very much here from healing for both of you. I want to say to you, so I don't know if you're writing already, Susan, or you could contemplate maybe getting a journal here, a book, and just like to write some notes here, because I just feel here that philosophy, I want to start writing and saying some words, what she's saying to me, okay? And I just feel here that as I see these words and I write these words, I know, again, here with her, it's almost like she's will try to answer you back. She will try to answer some of those questions that you have, because I feel here there's some questions I want to say to you that you have, and quite rightly as well. But Mum, I'm listening to you. Mum, I hear you. Okay, Mum, again, take care, Mum, take care. I am okay. Right? There feels I want to say to you here. I know she's the word granny. All right, so it's not nan, it'll be word granny. So that's why I know there's a granny over there looking after her. She's telling me, granny's taking care of her. She's saying to me, okay. There also feels here. Now she's just showing me here for you, Susan. I know there's I'm seeing like a glass jar of some sort, like a candy jar that she's showing me. Not if you're putting something, but when you put something in it, I want to say to you, okay. And I feel this. It's just what I'm being shown. I'm interpreting what she's showing me. I'm looking at a glass jar. It has a lid on it. There's something when we put it in towards that lid. That's what she's saying to me. Okay, and I don't know if it's money, coins. There's something she's actually showing me. That's what she actually giving me for you right now. I want to say to you, okay. I know here. She it's a granny. Yeah, she did, and it was granny. I don't work nan. My name was always a nan, but I was saying granny, and granny. I will say to you, granny. I love granny, because granny's what I say, like a little. When I say little fighter, she's little. She's got all that. No one's gonna get the better of her. She's telling me. I want to say to you, okay. They are up there. They are there. She's looking after. I want to say to you, okay. They're also feel something here, and I'm being shown here now. I don't know the significance of like I don't know, like a rag. I picture like a rag doll or something. It's not a toy. It's a doll that I'm being shown, like a rag doll. That she's making me aware of. Okay, now your daughter is saying to me here. Also, I want to give you the word. No, I don't know if it's the name or piece of jewelry, but she give me the word pearl. So something around pearl, she's showing me. I want to say to her, and as I say the word pearl, I feel more some significance around jewellery. I want to say to you, because it feels like I want to bring superstition into that. I want to say to you, okay, so it feels like I'm looking at pearl. I want to say tears. So I feel some significance around her giving me the pearl. I want to say to you, okay. And I feel like I want to say to you, this an aspect I want to say about when I say about music. It's not about your daughter wanting to hear music, but it feels like down here there needs to be something done down here, music, life, to just be aware of life down here, is what she's saying to me. And please, Mum, she's saying it again, take care of yourself. I'm okay. I'm at peace. I'm at ease, is what she's saying to me. I hope, Susan, the loss, but your daughter wants her life not to be in vain, massively, she's saying to me. So please take care. And I'll leave your daughter's love with you, okay? I know that Granny's up there. Gran's got a great personality. I can feel the essence of Gran straight away. She comes through with her, which feels lovely, I want to say to you, okay? So right, we've come to the end of the evening. It's nearly 6 o'clock. So thank you, all of you that's come on to watch the live this evening. I won't be back next week because I'm a week away next week, but I will be back the week after. So the 8th, I'm not here. So the 15th, I will be back as normal at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. There'll be lots of other wonderful mediums working through the week where you can come on, and mediumship and intuitive card readings and all sorts. So again, I'm sorry I didn't get to around to all of you. I do read the messages afterwards, because I don't always see them necessarily when I'm actually on the live, but I do read back the messages, and I send you all lots of love and light. Look after yourselves, and until I come back in a fortnight, there'll be other mediums here for you to work with. So lots of love and take care. See you in a fortnight. Bye bye.